For this project, we're going to be attaching record hints from the US Census to people that were living in Skagit County somewhere between 1900 and 1920. We're using this to create a completely linked sample for this county. This will provide training data and also let us discover what happens to the user experience when you have a fully connected census complete tree for a particular place. So this is the sheet. Just hit control down and it'll take you to the next open spot. And then I tend to check out maybe, I don't know, 20 at a time. I'll just do a little batch for now. And then what you'll do is I tend to open up 5 windows at once, though you could do 4 or whatever you feel comfortable with. This just means that I don't have to wait for them to load. So now I've got all 5 of these ready to go. And then each one's a little bit different, but you can see like in this one, you can always hit details to see, but this is a pretty easy match because it's such a unique name. Now it looks like, see, now the cool thing is now she's married, so then we can connect her to her husband. Let me show you how to do that. You just hit change, and you click on her as the focus person, and then you can attach her husband. That's kind of cool. Okay, and then her son, we could add him to the trees, kind of like right on the borderline where he may be alive today. So I'm just gonna leave him off for now. Okay, so we go to the next one. This is also very common that you'll see these little detach buttons. That just means that you need to merge a duplicate. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to copy this, then I'm going to click on this person. And sometimes you'll see a possible duplicate right here. In this case, we don't. So we come down here, get merged by ID, and paste in the ID. And then we can now go through. In this case, it looks like this side is more complete. So we can just switch positions, and we can come down and connect them together. Okay, and then we're going to need to do this for each of the family members. So if we go back to the source linker right here, so this source linker, you can see then we need to do that for this one. And sometimes we can do it from this page, like you can see here that we could merge Patrick with Patrick, but either way. But basically we need to keep merging until all of those detaches are gone. Okay, and again, I can flip this one, but let me show you, even if you don't flip it, all you need to do is just bring over the better information. And then we hit continue. Okay, so that's another example. So I'll go and finish merging that family together. And notice that when you do that, if you hit refresh, you can see which ones you haven't merged yet. And so in this case, you can see most are merging up, but I need to match Patrick and Teresa. Okay, here's another example. So this is one where, again, we can just attach this one. Don't worry about that kind of detach. It's still connected to a person. It's just usually, this is usually when there's a remarriage. Again, remember, we can always hit details and kind of look at the information. Now, one thing is right here, do you see how it just says 1900 United States? I don't know why, but in Skagit 1900 didn't list Skagit. So a lot of times when you just see United States, that's often Skagit. And then just notice that there are, one of the things, reason we're doing this is you can see here the birth year is off by 3 years, and that's very common. So this is a good match. And so we'll do that. But yeah, that's our task. And then when you're done, you'll just come back to the main sheet, and then you would just mark all of these as done. And I'll go back and, I didn't finish this one yet, but I can finish that really quick. Now notice this is the same family, but in a different census. And if you're curious that maybe you saw the same record again, you can always hit refresh. But in this case then, so what we're doing is we're kind of following these families across different census records, which gives us a very good picture of what their life looked like. And we're going to be using it for a lot of our studies. But that's it. And then you can always put 1 if you want. That just means complete. If you want to send other signals, like if there's one that you want someone to check on, you can hit 0.5. And if you see one that you definitely think is not a match, you can put a 0. Yeah, thanks for your help with this project. We're really excited to move quickly on this.